Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Time now to take a look at some of the stocks on the move today, and I'm joined by Bloomberg's Valerie Titel. You know, sometimes I have the pleasure of taking the ferry boat into work, Val, and I get seasick. There's help on the way, though.
I have some great news for you then. Vanda Pharmaceuticals is jumping in pre-market up 22% because it's gotten FDA approval for its drug in the prevention of motion-induced sickness. It's actually the first drug to be approved for this sickness in over 40 years. So there's going to be a new drug on the market in the coming months that perhaps can help you with sickness out at sea, maybe sickness in the car when you're driving to grandma's for New Year's Day as well. But it essentially works by blocking a brain receptor that's linked to nausea and vomiting. So it's around the GLP kind of one technology that a lot of that has been used into these weight loss drugs. It's now finding a similar use for preventing nausea and motion-induced sickness.
I've tried those like wristbands. They don't really work anyway. All right, sneakers or shoe wear and all that stuff. Nike, what's up there?
Yeah, Nike making headlines this morning. The shares are up just over 2%, up 2.2%. This comes after their relatively new CEO, Elliott Hill, reported a purchase of about $1 million worth of shares. That transaction occurred on Monday. Now, $1 million doesn't sound like a lot, but it does come a week after Apple's Tim Cook doubled his personal holdings of Nike shares, adding $3 million worth to his personal stake.
Tim Cook's buying Nike shares? Why?
Yes, he is. Okay. Signaling more confidence in the new CEO's turnaround strategy for Nike. Perhaps the new CEO, Elliott Hill, has been in the seat since October 2024 and trying to convince investors of his turnaround strategy. Now, Nike shares are still in the red for the year, down around 19%, but there's been a lot of retailers who have been struggling this year amid all the chaos around tariffs. But Nike seems to want to end the year on a positive foot and is up 2.2%.
Now, if everybody this morning goes to their Bloomberg terminal and type MRR, I think that stands for member rank returns. Yep. When they go to year to date, you look at the S&P 500 index, the best performers since the start of the year. Number one, SanDisk, up 567%. Western Digital, up 291%. And then you have Micron Technology, Seagate Technology. Anyway, you get the picture.
All four of these stocks, John, have to do with data storage and the memory chip industry. So if you maybe could go all the way back to January this year and decide where to put your money, it wasn't in the Mag 7s. It was actually in the memory chip industry. SanDisk, Western Digital, Micron, the big memory chip maker, and its competitor Seagate, all the best performing stocks in the S&P 500 for 2025. If you do look at the bottom, though, there are some retailers down there, which I think is just showing you that there were some companies that did struggle with tariffs. We have Deckers Outdoor, the maker of Hoka running shoes, UGG boots, Teva sandals. They really struggled with tariff costs and pullback in consumer behavior. That's down around 48% year to date. The other one joining them at the bottom of the list is Lulu, which is also suffering from a slowdown and increased competition in the athleisure space. Lulu was down around 45%. So the losers were retailers and the winners were anyone involved in data storage and the memory chip industry in 2025.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.